Hey, I'm a former pastor who left Christianity, a backslider, or one who fell away from the faith, as the church will proclaim. But there's been so many reasons why I left and gave up being a pastor in the so-called Christian faith. And I know many of you are out there doing the same, leaving, searching for what is truth. But I'll tell you one thing. The so-called Christian faith is not the way, is not the truth, and it is not the life. It's a closed system of control and fear, a system of schemes built by the church, false doctrines that have been created since the first century, and it's all indoctrination. See, I became a true believer in a so-called Jesus Christ and of Christianity in the year of 2000. Later on, I earned my Bachelor's of Theology and my Master's of Divinity with 10 years of seminary. And for years, there's so many gaps and anomalies within these doctrines, within the faith of Christianity, that I finally pulled away and really dug down deep and did deep studies for years. And I came to find out that there was a system, a belief system, a true system that's been suppressed for centuries. And as a former pastor, I worked with many ministries, especially as a military chaplain. I worked with a lot of pluralistic environments, different religions, different cultures, different societies. I have 20 years of studying the scriptures, the texts, the writings, other religious belief systems and their books and their scriptures. So I created this social media content, Covenant Soldier, so that I can relay all the knowledge that I have entailed and to release it to you, to inform you. So this way you can make a decision, so you can narrow it down to figure out what you truly believe in. I always state, if what you believe to be true was actually a lie, would you want to know the truth? And most people do. They want to know. They want to learn and understand what they follow is in fact true. But see, I thought that with Christianity and realized it's not. And this is why I have created this, to relay all this information over. Now, I have already put out some videos on translation, interpretation, transliteration, who certain individuals are, what the inspiration of the word is, the doctrines or indoctrination of the churches and other religions. I'm going to be passing this on so you can learn more about everything. Now, I know there's a lot of other content out there on social media, but a lot of it is you don't know who's who in this zoo, right? How can it be true? Or how do you know if you're not being indoctrinated by it? That goes with me. You don't know who I am? How can you trust in what I'm saying? Well, that's the difference. The difference is I'm going to break it down exactly as scholars do it, on how they figure it and how they get into interpretation or the translation. I will give you the evidence. I will give you the scriptures. I will give you other historical events that correlate and back up what I have discovered. And then as an individual with critical thinking, you can make your own decision on what you believe or what foundation you want to build upon. But I'm offering you years of knowledge, of experience working with these religious organizations, learning how their teachings are, their doctrines, in all belief systems across the board, the traditions of men here on our time, what we live in every day. Also, if there's topics or some interests that you want to know, let me know. We'll get into it together. I have so many people come to me and they say, hey, Chaps. The reason why they call me Chaps is because I'm still in the service as a Navy chaplain. Do you have a church that you teach at or anything? And the answer is no, because I'm not going to get back involved with any of the churches because I consider them the temple of Baal. So in the past years, I've been teaching and watching grow individuals in some groups, but this is another way for me to really get it out there, to discuss these things. and for you to learn what is truth and find the exact reason why I left this Christian faith-based system. And you too will also come to realize that there's been a system, a continued covenant system, from the father of Yahuah to the son of Yahusha, who is the living Torah. A system that has been suppressed for centuries. And in my past videos, I explain all that. So if you're interested, click the like button, follow, however it is, join the group, let's grow together. Let me teach you, help you build a foundation, what you know to be a solid ground. So with that, looking forward to your questions. Also looking forward to your challenges. We could debate this. We could agree to disagree on things. Let's work together and to learn what true faith is. What is the faith here that we as a people should be growing and learning from? Shalom, everyone.